Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. So we're going to keep going on this little QR50 and hopefully get her done here. I've got the little guard here paint installed as well as the one down here. I was right in the other video, the previous video, this little hose is supposed to go down below the tank. There's even a little clip on the tank, and that's so you can visually see that there's still oil in there. So I've got the tank back on. I was reading in the manual, the procedure to bleed this oil pump is you actually put premix in the tank when you start it. You're supposed to let it idle for 10 minutes with this oil pump open, and that's supposed to bleed all the air. I'm going to take this little hose off the side of the carb and run it into a funnel because I don't want to overload the engine with two-stroke oil and premix. So we'll see how that goes later in the video. For now, I'm going to start working on this fender here. It's got quite a lot of scratches in it. I'm going to do my best to polish it out. You can see the scratches there. This fender plastic is much harder to polish out than the tank plastic. The tank plastic is different somehow, but this is way easier to shine up. So anyways, we'll get going on that. So I've made a little jig here to hold this fender because they're pretty hard to hold and sand at the same time, get any kind of pressure. So that's bolted in good and solid. I'm going to start with a random orbit sander with a 320 grit pad. I'd rather spend more time with a 320 getting it out than dropping down to a coarser grit, because it's gonna the more scratches you put in, the more work you got to do to pull them out. So I'm not going to go past here either, because this is about as shiny as I could get it anyway. I may polish that at the end with a wool pad, but for now I'm going to see if I can get these scratches out with as fine a grit of paper as I can. One other thing you can try is take a real nice sharp new razor blade and see if you can, sometimes if you shave it, you can get rid of these scratches easier than trying to sand it. I wasn't having too much luck with the orbital sander. The paper was just piling up with plastic and it wasn't cutting. I did do some more work with the razor blade. I'm trying this wet sand with some 320 grit now, but I'm not having much fun with this this fender. Whatever this plastic is made of, it is tough to sand. Not having much luck with the sandpaper on this plastic. I don't know what it's made of. It's horrible. But the only thing I got accomplished was to put a big slice in my thumb with the razor blade. I'm going to try using some of this polishing compound on a buffing wheel and see what I can come up with. So I've had the best results so far with that polishing wheel and some cutting compound, but you can see in spots where I still need to do some sanding. I don't know if I'll ever get that scratch out. It would take hours and hours. But I'm going to try this move up to 600 grit. So one other trick you can try is with heat. You gotta be really careful though. I'm just going to use the heat to close the pores on the plastic before I give it one more polish with that polishing wheel. The last step in the process, I like to use just a drywall pad. So that's as far as I'm going to take this fender for now. It's not perfect, not even close, but I'm really not having much fun with this plastic. Another day I might feel more inspired. I mean, it's only 3 bolts to take it off and do some more work on it. It's a heck of a lot better than it was. You can see it's got a pretty decent shine now, so I don't know, it kind of gives it a survivor look. The rear fender's got scratches too that I couldn't get out, and you just can't get new ones, so we'll live with that for now. Keep an eye out for a new old stock one, the right color. But yeah, no, it'll give it a nice survivor feel. So I put premix in the tank until I get this fuel pump bled. This is the hose that goes into the car. But I'm just going to try and make it drain into a bucket for now until I'm sure it's got no air bubbles in it. The manual says to let it run 10 minutes at idle. So we'll see if this guy will even start. I'm fairly confident now I got all the air bled out of that hose. I could see that being a problem. If a big bubble came through, you could seize it. I don't want to run it too long with premix and this pumping in, or it's just going to load up. So I'll take the tank off and just put regular gas in it. It should be good to go. Well, just imagine back, you're 7 or 8 years old, your dad takes you down to the Honda dealership, buys you a brand new QR50. Didn't happen to me, but one can always dream. Imagine the kids that did get to buy these new had a heck of a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun restoring this. I think it turned out nice. I may do some more work on that front fender later. I'm just kind of tired of working on it for now. I am still waiting for the airbox cover to come from Australia. But other than that, the bike's done. It runs good. I think it looks good. It turned out nice. I don't know exactly what the future holds for this channel. I got to go back to my day job for a few months, but you know, if I get inspired by another project, maybe I'll throw it up on YouTube. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in. Made it to the end of the video. Thank you. We'll see you next time.